Welcome back, my dearest friends. Welcome back to ever so amazing turn-based Chronicles, where I am playing the most ingenious games out there. Turn-based games like, of course, Age of Wonders 3. An amazing game. We're playing it without any DLCs, no expansions. A sad panda indeed. We are playing as Conan, Lion of Aquilonia, human warlord. Continue your quest to Power Rangers. So anywho, the last time we kinda started chasing this son of a bitch. He only has 3 units, I hope that he doesn't have anything here. We're gonna find it the next turn. If he does have something here, I'm not gonna be attacking him unless it's some crappy stuff. Mostly because we are compromised of really shitty units like the Civic Guards. They are not the gist of it, so I'm gonna fall back if he just has too many shit. I'm hoping that he doesn't, because then he's a cheaty little bastard that I'm afraid of. So there you go. So we have a production in Catherine, which is the Draconian city. I do not remember what we built. I think we built a barracks. We have 5 turns. That means we can actually go for something additional, like a builder's hall, which increases the production plus 20. That's always a nice thing to have, to be honest. But I'm gonna go with the arena first and foremost, so we get basic troops again from the regular recruits to the trooper rank immediately from the get-go. So there is that. We have a beautiful thing over the beautiful Ronkan, which is a dwarven city, our very first dwarven city. Amazing. We're building some dwarves up again, as you can see. It's gonna take some time. 2 turns for a basic tier 1 unit. It's not a good thing, but we need to increase the production, we need to increase the happiness of our people. It's just -1 at the moment, sadly. But it's okay. At some point they're gonna be very happy with him, and at some point they're gonna be very happy with me. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing here is continue making roads. We're gonna be making roads wherever we can, because roads are power. With roads, as you can see, we are actually making roads through the berry bushes bullcrap, the haste berries, which of course give you plus production if in your domain, and of course restore the movement points of your units that cross it. It recharges over time, of course. So again, as we now have a road across that means any unit that goes down this road is gonna go through it, take that movement points, and again have back their movement points. So that's very, very nice, and I'm very happy about that. Again, building roads in any game, especially when you can build whatever you really want, is to me always a plus. Always a plus. So it will seem that my ally here is on the move towards capturing everything he can. He is utilizing his transport ship, mind you. This is a transport ship, and you know the transport ships by, of course, the unit on a transport ship. Let me see, yeah. Now, he doesn't have anything else. Yeah, he has Dwarf Forge Priest. The regular boats are completely different that you can actually build, and you can only build boats on a certain position like here, I think. That is, specifically you have to build a harbor, then you can actually build boats, but you have to have a city near the water tile. As like this with, of course, with Kitharin, the beautiful Draconian city. There are a lot of stuff for me to really explore upon these locations, around these locations, specifically to kill everything around. I really do want to do that. So what I'm going to do here now, because the only thing that we over here have is the heavy crossbow, unneeded, nobody wants it, not even good for the sell, I think. So I'm gonna move on with my civic guardsmen. We're gonna go down here, and if my ally doesn't want this city, I'm gonna be taking it for myself. We cannot talk because we not met them yet, as of yet that is, so we don't have the message for them to become our vassals over time. If we can get them to vassalage, it's gonna, again, the enemy by now should have captured this mirror city of this beautiful city. So again, we'll see. We will see how the enemy really reacts to all this. I'm a little bit again worried about this position because Conan, and of course he does have a bunch of good units, tier 2, 3 tier 2 units and 1 tier 1 human archer, but again they are veteran experts or experts. After expert we become elite, and this human cavalry gonna become human knight, and that's again one thing that I really can't wait to see, because that will be basically the first time some of my units evolve in this game. So that's a plus always. Okay, so there is that. Then now berserkers are being built over there. We are building a barracks, of course. Why the hell not? Very kind of nicely happy people over there. Always a plus, to be honest. Always a goddamn plus. Thank you very much. Let's end this or drop something new. Nothing. Authority of the Soul Rays, Militia, none of these things I do not care about, but I'm gonna go on to the Ancient Ruins if we find out that it's a no-go on this city, that is on this village. So let's end this turn. I hope I've done everything, because if I haven't, it's a GG for all of us. Okay, so as you can see, Bardodir is moving in with his ships of glory. Exploring a little bit over there, collecting resources with a catapult. Wow, that doesn't have a huge chunk of movement points, the catapult that is. It's a strange thing they're going for that, but I guess it's also understandable. And he actually takes the city, Draconian city. We have not heard the screams of hell, which is interesting considering, you know, it's a mirror city scenario. So that means there are definitely some individual cities, mind you, that can be captured without destroying the additional cities out there. So hell's bells. Though again, we have kind of screwed over our enemies because they had to rebuild their cities all around. Now that's a good thing and a bad thing, considering that now they only are building from the get-go their own race units. I mean, even if you, it's nice to have different races all around, in all honesty, but I believe it's nice also to have a lot more of your own race. I mean, you're gonna be awesome with them, they're gonna be always freaking happy. You know, now we have to satisfy the dwarves, we have to satisfy the draconians, we have to satisfy everyone, right? Mind you, there is a base happiness, but it's not just about hero has fallen? Oh yeah, we lost Bertha it's a sad thing that Bertha died. I mean, we always needed a Bertha, but Bertha died, and I screwed over that one. You know, in all honesty, I was just too passionate about taking the shitty node, which really doesn't give us, well, only 15 mana, and that's like, what, a creation node. Oh my god, right? I think actually that is our node, right? Yeah, yes it is. 10 mana, and this one is 15, but yeah, creation node is our sphere of influence. That is our sphere of magic, that is Conan's sphere of magic, is level 1. There are only 2 levels per each sphere. So there is that, so at least we have that one, that's a creation node. Okay, so Town of Anva producing human berserker. Now very first human berserker. Now the human berserker are our class specific units. So we are Warlord, these are the specific unit to the Warlord. You can see the beautiful axes of evil. Has a charge ability, has overwhelm ability, which does against 3 damage against pikemen and shielded. It's always nice to have a charge, of course. Mind control, immunity, always a good thing, and a demolisher, which does good damage against machine units and obstacles. Always a good. I also have the wall climbing, but that's a basic wall climbing. That means he's gonna get damage heavily, and of course -3 penalty on the goddamn defense, regular physical defense, that is. And of course 61 health points, not bad whatsoever, to be honest. Not bad. Plus again, the additional to the charge is very nice. Of course 11 defense, and that's about it. Okay, so there is that. My friends, we're gonna be moving this bastard over on this portion. This is a teleporter, right? It's an evil thing. We're moving all of these units onto a teleporter. What we're gonna be doing here now, utilizing this beautiful thing, a change city rally point. Utilizing this, we say go over here, and from then on they're gonna be moving. Sorry, that's a left. I'm playing too many games. The different games have their own left click, right click, left click, middle click, who knows. So we're gonna position now, and every unit that we want to move from this, they're going to be going towards this. Look, that's their waypoint. Okay, so Town of Ronkat, Prusa Dwarf Axeman. Now it's always a nice thing. Our very first Dwarvish Axeman. Ask him a question and he's gonna X you immediately. Defensive Strike, which is a very beautiful ability. That means he's gonna charge into the enemy, scram the living shit out of the enemy, and go into a defensive mode. Do remember, when you attack, you cannot move and you do not go into the defensive mode at the end of the turn. So this way they still keep the defensive posture after attack. That's a bell. Of course, there's a cooldown of 2/3, but hell's bells. Demolisher, all the good stuff. They have the Cave Crawler, Mountaineering, which again is always a good thing. Always a good thing. I believe, mind you, I believe in the original game, and by that I mean Age of Wonders 1, to cross the mountains you needed dwarves, and only dwarves could actually touch upon the mountain tile, if I'm not mistaken. They changed that down the line, but in, I said roads, thank you very much, roads. First, let's go into the Draconian city right here. It's gonna cost us a bunch of gold, but it's fine, we have gold we have a huge amount of gold incoming for us, but we're still very slow in production, and that's never a good thing. That means all that gold is going really to waste. I really want also this gold mine. When are you gonna upgrade? 4 turns. Okay, so you're gonna upgrade in 4 turns? Well, okay. I'm gonna go Warlord's command also here, because it's gonna take 6 turns. That's a naughty amount of turns. No, let's go Builder's Hall. Again, they increase the production. At the moment, production specifically is 25. If we go to the 40, 45, that's a good amount of production to increase, to faster produce stuff, units and stuff like that. So there is that. A very happy people in Gamarak, to be honest. Borshire gain also a huge chunk of happiness, and their city grew by 2,320 pop. That's unbelievable in all honesty. That's unbelievable. Well, as you can see here, we have 59 production, and of course it's like, look at this, this is just a regular village. It's from the outpost to the village, right? 5 turns to change, and additionally you can actually build things faster here. Look, 1 turn for most basic everything actually, and here 2 turns for a builder. So I'm gonna go for the Builder's Hall. Increase that production as much as possible, because production is very important. It's highly important. So let's move on to the Borshire, of course, again, because I think I want to build something additional after. That's 2 turns. We're going for the storehouse or the shrine. I would like for the shrine, but the laboratory also not bad. Let's concentrate on research. Observatory, seek knowledge, ability, warlord's command. Wooden walls, barracks. Honestly, I want to keep some cities that specifically build us a kind of an economy than anything else. So I'm going to go for the shrine. I like my shrines. Happy and sexy, but unbelievable. As you can see, humans are highly happy, very, very happy with us. While everybody else is like a middle finger to you, demon. They're like middle finger to you, demon. Not nice, of course, but at least humans are happy. And that's a plus always. Okay, that's okay. Fine. Moving on. So the enemy have retreated probably into this evil unholy alliance of city of Vontor. No, sorry, Karamag, but that's a Vontor the Shocking, which is our enemy, and that's this one. He is a goblin sorcerer, okay, and the green people are high elf warlord like us, which we are not high elf, but they are warlord class. So we have a sorcerer, which means they're gonna spam mostly. I mean, this is an Emperor AI. I mean, I like Hellspell, I know him, but that means they're gonna spam a lot of freaking thingies. Those thingies. So there you go. Sorcerers. Like, honestly, my mind just stopped, so hell's fucking bells. Okay, what I'm gonna be doing here is utilizing this bastion, so you're gonna explore what the fuck is going on here. Of course. My luck. Honestly, as I said, if anybody else plays this, they will definitely already win the fucking game. But no. Okay, so they have a Goblin Apprentice, which is actually a class, Sorcerer class specific unit. That's a tier 2. Like for Berserkers, for us, this is the first thing they can actually start building. That means they're pretty much far ahead of us, it would seem. I mean, Hell's Bells. So they have the Goblin Butcher, which are your very, very dangerous unit that will kill any of your cav like nobody's bitch. And they, of course, have a Goblin Blight Doctor, which is a veteran. That means this entire army, well, specifically that unit, has been in some battles. It would seem, at least. It would seem they probably already have the supporting building to get the troopers, maybe even for the casters, so that is for the support units. I'm not attacking him. I am not gonna be attacking him. We could try and stay here and demoralize him over time, but in all honesty, I'm not attacking him. Of course, I could try to penetrate this entire location and go beyond this, but no. You know what? You stay in your little part. I'll see what Baradier does for now. But Hell's Mother Rumping Bells, let's fall back. Thank you very much. I'm not risking it. I have too many basic, like, civic guardsmen, the GTFO. You know, I'm gonna build an army worthy of Demon, and until then, it's a GG. Okay, can you move a little bit? Okay, good. Because you have to keep your armies together. The enemy can kill outright one by one of your armies, one of your stacks, and you always need an army additional, specifically now that we know that the enemy is pretty hardcore. he has a lot of good better units than we have, and if he wanted to attack us, we would probably lose. Though to be honest, the terrain penalty might occur to the enemy goblins, because again, goblins do not like the terrain we have, and as we have all the races, mind you, we have all the races that do not well, that like this type of terrain, all of these types of terrain, so that's great. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go onto the strong ruins, which means it's probably gonna drop our trolls and stuff. Let's see, orc monster hunter, oh my god, and bunch of berserkers, tier 2, all tier 2. So these are your monster hunters that we will be getting from our draconian cities, from the dwarvish cities, and from the human cities that we have at least. Maybe we get a Dork City, but nonetheless, this is something we'll be getting. So they are a very strong unit, 12 protection, 9 resistance, Animal Slayer, Dragon Slayer, Giant Slayer, Face Slayer, Elemental Slayer, have a swimming ability, that means they can cross over the water tiles. Monster Slayer, I mean these guys, though, to be honest, because these are the orcs, they actually have a throw javelin ability, which not all other races do not have, at least from what I've noticed. So this is definitely specific to the orcs. Victory Rush, again this is specifically to the orcs, I guess. Everything below this is specific to the orcs. So there you go. Irregular, of course, have the ability to shoot you from the distance. The other hunters would have a crossbow, not a big motherfucking spear. So we have actually a High Elf Berserkers and 2 Orcish Berserkers. Very likely a victory, of course. Of course. Is this enough? Should be enough with our magnificent King of Aquilonia in front. What is to lose, in all honesty? Let's attack them. Or not. Or not. Let's send one of you to help out our king. Have one of them. Maybe they're gonna level up, maybe they won't. We do not know. So let's begin to a manual battle onto the ruins of unholiness. This is, I think, our second ruins that we are actually fighting in. So there is that, my friends. There is that. I'm just hoping for the best for my units. If we lose here, it's a GG. But he lost. If I did attack him, if I did attack the enemy goblin bastard hero, secondary hero, mind you, not the leader hero, we would lose. Mostly because I have civic guards. And they utilize that, but I do remember, like, the first lead, it probably had the range penalty there, so nothing there. The Berserkers are gonna be, again, it's gonna be very interesting, because they're gonna probably charge at us like nobody's bitch. Okay, I mean, they will definitely charge at us like nobody's bitch. Okay, so they're coming towards us. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. 14 to 20 plus, of course, it is a damage, plus 1 melee strength, well, plus damage, that is, additional. Okay, so Javelin, they have the sprint ability. Let's look at the High Elf Berserker charge. Yeah, all Berserkers have charge, just checking if that is so. So what I'm gonna be doing here, oh man, like you know, I'm now mixing the campaign stuff that I'm playing, where I'm playing at the moment with the orcs, and I'm mixing the shamans with the priests. Like, holy crap, that's never a good thing, my friends. So what we're gonna be probably doing is not charging to the enemy. We're gonna make a circle, you know, defend the king and all the good stuff like that. Let's see, what can I boost? I can throw a holy cure or a blessing on all of us, not really on one of our units. And I think I'll go with blessing upon the human calf. So that means the Conan has finished with his own turn here, and that's a GG. Okay, so I'm gonna, you know what, Cav, go over here, like this. Let's get closer. 46 range penalty, of course. We could go to the sides, like here. You know what, if I'm gonna go full defensive, I'm gonna go full defensive here. I'm gonna go full motherfucking defensive. We, of course, only utilize our beautiful archers to deal some kind of a damage towards the enemies. Excellent. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, they can definitely attack us from the sides. Never a good thing. We know exactly, so they are all targetable except the archers. It's all depends on what the enemy will do. Will they go? Though, to be honest, I'm thinking like everybody now is a monster hunter. Fuck that. We have a mass curse, which demoralizes everyone, which is never a good thing, of course. And of course lowers the armor on both things, the resistance to magic and the regular physical resistance. Yeah, we'll see how this is gonna go. We will see how this is gonna definitely go. Of course, they can use a war credit plus additional 3 melee damage. How naughty? 2 to 3. Oh yeah, nice. Drop it. Thank you very much. Kill those orcs a little bit. Damage them a little bit. Even if we do not kill them, at least we're gonna try and damage them as much as possible. And again, thankfully, you know, like 2 to 3 times attack maybe, that's gonna be fine. Okay, let's end this and see how this is gonna go. I'm not very much about the our leader, but you know, I don't know what to expect from the orcs. Oh, they're going. Oh, they wanna surround him. And there goes our hero. And there goes our hero. Holy shit, that did not go well motherfucking ever. Flanking. Well, that's okay. We lost a Conan. Conan is a GG, that's for sure. 9 to 3. Oh god. Well, we're just gonna be attacking him with basic unit. That means we're gonna have to wait 3 turns for him to come back, which is never a good thing, of course. Which is never a good thing. Let's go with these guys. Beautiful. And a sad thing indeed. Continue killing them. Thank you very much. Okay, well. Excellent. And we're gonna kill a few of them if nothing else. Conan is down, man. The Conan is down. That's gonna be demoralizing most of our things. I did not expect that charge is gonna really screw them over like nobody's bitch, you know. And they kill our priests there. Never a good thing. Okay, going for our swordsmen. So we are definitely on a loss here. A massive loss, no less. A massive freaking loss. Well, target you first and foremost. Thank you very much. And as I said, we're gonna keep it as is. Really, guys? You did not kill them? Like, get the fuck out of there. Thank you very much. So we lost quite a bit, actually. This is never a good thing. I was like, what the fuck happened? How could you lose a hero? And yes, and finally gaining our human knight. Now he's coming from recruit. Wow, interesting. Well, doesn't really matter. So we lost actually quite a bit. This is a big loss, but we gain a legendary item, Essence of Garlic. Gas breath. Breathes a cloud of gas. Breathes a cloud of gas that deals damage to all units and objects caught in the attack. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna take it nonetheless. So there you go. We have a special music that, and of course we can't do anything with that item because our hero is dead. And of course we cannot research anything because the hero is dead, which is never a good thing. But thankfully we did research Warfare 2 on time. And of course, he's gonna come back in 3 turns. And everybody's gonna be low morale, mind you, in the next turn probably, because they're gonna be like, holy crap, Demon just lost a fucking hero to what? Nothing. Honestly, the charge just screwed them over, but as you can see, the AI actually knows what the fuck he's doing. The AI actually knows what the fuck he's doing. Just that little charge, and they opening your flanks. Amazing stuff, you know, really good AI. Okay, so let's move down here. We're gonna wait it out. So sadly we lost our friend. That is our king. Never a good thing, of course. We're gonna end the turn here. And let's see what can I do here. Nothing. Well, is that it? Yeah, well, it is actually. That is pretty much it. I mean, I select a skill to research. Interesting. Well, Monster Hunter or move on with the rest of the stuff. In all honesty, I've nothing thought of what should I use. Now, like, I mean, research. What would be the next thing? Death March, Jeff. Let's go plus Monster Hunter. Hell's Bells. But again, no research can occur when a leader is in the death state. So there is that. How sad indeed. Oh well, let's end the turn. and see what we can really do here, because in all honesty it's pretty much a GG here. Okay, let's meet these bastards. Thank you very much. Sign the peace treaty. Gain a little bit of happiness at least from that, but as you can see, now the 10 turns, minus 100 happiness. That's gonna be a bad mojo. That's gonna be a bad mojo indeed. But it's fine. We said it. We're gonna be playing it. What the game allows us. I mean, if we fuck up, we fuck up. And that's a GG. It was meant to be. What can I say? I did not expect ever to like that charge is gonna be like complete destruction for him. And the way they utilized that, did you see they utilized the orcs to go from the sides to open his flanks, so the next charge would be complete destruction. Again, did not expect that. Okay, of course we left that one bastard over there. They probably know that we are pretty much dead, because they're probably gonna charge into us, and they've changed the node to the fire node. That means there are fire magic on them. Very, very nice. And of course we can see some, again, stone giants move in, and a Zephyr, but no less an evil Zephyr. Very interesting unit. I mean, I loved utilizing it in Ancient Wonders 1 and 2. It's one of just an interesting scouting unit, and additionally that you can, you know, just annoy your enemy by capturing his mines and all the good stuff. So there is that. Okay, so again, additional Berserker has been built. He's gonna be moving down the line. We're gonna go all with all the units that we have. Now, everybody is now moving on to this village. Let's get over here. Let's get over here. Okay, so now that, I mean, we have a tier 3 units, which is a human knight, recruit, of course. Now, so they definitely, when they evolve, they are into the basic, which kind of like, you know, if they evolve, like they do have, you know, like, okay, understand they're gonna go into the new form, but maybe keep that experience, maybe not become a recruit, but actual fucking, you know, veteran expert. I mean, hell's bells, you know, it takes quite a bit of time to level up to the golden rank, first and foremost, and keeping all those units alive. So now we are kind of fucked. Now we are kind of fucked, because we do not have a leader. The leader is pretty much a GG, and he's like dead. So hell's bells. Now, of course, in any other Age of Wonders, it's a GG immediately, but in this one we go back to the Void, and it's a GG for the Void, and I'm gonna be waiting at a few turns for him to come back. It may not sound like a full fucking disaster, it actually is a disaster. But holy crap, what can you do? That's life. That is life. We could have saved, we could have tried something, but then no, okay, Builder's Hall, okay. A Builder's Hall down here, always nice additional production, which is now 55. Thank you very much. You can see 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Everything can be built nicely. Let's see, what can I concentrate now on to go on to what exactly? A temple would not be a bad thing. Unlocks human priests, warlord's command, storehouse. Then I'm gonna go for the laboratory. Excellent. Langton produced a Barakanzi, now building a housing, because he's very close to leveling up, right? From 8 to 6. Yeah, definitely gonna level up that son of a bitch, maybe. Or build more units. You know, we're kind of in a dire situation. Let's build units like that. We're gonna tell these units not to cross there. They're all gonna go into a teleporter. That's our main point, where everybody's gonna be moving towards teleporter, so we can just immediately go to the needed location, which is always gonna be this specific point. Like, holy crap. I'm happy that our ally has captured this. As you can see, he has that spell jammer, prevents targeting and casting of spell within a 3 hex radius. It's a naughty thing, but a very, very beautiful nonetheless. Okay, so what's next? Nothing. We're gonna keep this as it is. This is a mana node. We cannot turn it into a normal, awesome looking node to creation node it is, which is kind of saddening, but that's just a bloody fact. 25 waiting for the Builder's Hall. We can of course speed it up, but we're gonna load the fucking, like, already minus 125 happiness. Like holy crap. It's not going well. It's not going. We lost Bertha. We now lost Conan, the leader himself. We did gain a legendary item, but it's useless without a leader. We cannot take it for ourselves. We can transport it nowhere, in all honesty. Again, you need to send it to a leader of some sorts. We do not have any leaders, nor heroes, so there is that. And is Anva. So Anva at the moment the only city that is our main city doesn't have anything to be building to be built upon it. Well, to be honest, let me just check. Okay, human berserker. What are you? Infantry. Don't we have an arena in here? Shouldn't in the arena? Yes, we do have an arena. What the fuck? Maybe it doesn't go on damn like it, oh no it does. Okay, I did not know, like you can't even notice the goddamn medal. So it is a trooper. Okay, so it begins as a trooper. Okay, good. Okay, nice. Okay, let's that aside. Moving on to better stuff, maybe gladiator pit, so we can get warbreed and human phalanxes. Yes, we get a phalanxes, which is 3/3. I'm gonna go for it. Why the hell not? Let's get the best out of this bunch. Never tried the Warbreed, so that's gonna be interesting unit too. First we have to unlock it, of course, but at the moment we're gonna concentrate on Monster Hunter, which is gonna take a few turns actually to even start. Anyway guys, wish you the very best. Next time, more love, more drugs, and more Age of Wonders 3 goodness.